everyone to my pre-match tactics video for our Tuesday night matchup. I'm trying out a dual ISD build just for shits and giggles after Thrawn and the Chimera expansion pack was announced. Been playing around with a couple dual ISD builds and they're a lot of fun. I like to try and get a low activation count fleet to work with having some mixed success. So this one's going to be built around fighters. Both ISDs are going to be kitted out the same. Be taking Motti as my commander just to, really make it that much more difficult for anybody to blow one up. So the idea being is if I'm facing a lot of the little smaller craft, they hopefully won't be able to bring enough firepower to take out either one. And if I'm facing a lot of, or a couple larger ships, then I should have more than enough firepower to take them out beforehand. Pretty simple, fairly high bid, should guarantee me going first. Flight controllers, boosted comms on both, ISD ones, followed by a kind of who's who gallery of hero squad units. Starting with the Colonel Jindin Merrick Steel combo. Although, to be honest with you, the Colonel Jindin is going to be able to work with multiple heroes here. So, first of all, Merrick Steel, the double tapping there is potential is great. Also, Vader, be able to double tap with Vader if necessary. A lot of flexibility between those two. And even more Naki, who can double tap a ship if needed with 3 blues or 3 blacks if it's a squadron. So a lot of good options for Colonel Jendon. There should be a lot of synergy there. Zyrtec Strom is along for an additional, really cheap double brace escort, but also pairs well with Morna as she's got that 8 hull. So a lot of ability to do some dice modification there, reroll his reds, and then Mithril, or Mythil, I should say. This isn't Lord of the Rings. Mauler's there to jump in there, do some splash damage, and then hopefully once I've blown up any other squadrons, jump again and do more splash damage. The idea being here is whatever squadron presence I'm facing, number one priority is going to be wipe it out as fast as possible, and then they can move on to assist with bombing. I don't have any pure bombers except for Merrick, but his ability to double tap with Jendon should help with that. And then we'll see. Yeah, this is pretty different for me. I usually run a lot of small units, but I've been really itching to get the ISDs back on the table. So, yeah, we'll see. Should be a fun match. Keep it pretty simple. And I will now kind of give you a quick rundown on how I plan on flying it.
Okay. Well, pretty simple game plan for tomorrow night. Not going to get too fancy. I've only got 2 activations and 2 deployments. Well, I've got more than 2 deployments. I've got 6 deployments. 5 deployments. Can't even do basic math. It's too late. I'm tired. Okay, anyways. Depending upon how the obstacles are placed out and which objective we're playing, my goal would be to try and get it so that we're playing, I've at least got a angular debris fields to work with, so I can either deploy in one of the corners. That's going to be the main plan. First deployment is going to be in the corner. It's going to be all the way in the corner, all the way forward, possibly tipped pointing out just a smidge to discourage any kind of deployment over there. Anybody jumps out there. Next will be all the squadrons are going to be the hero units working together, the escorts, then sorry, I didn't get that right, escorts, and other hero units, Jendon, Mithril, Mauler, Mithril. It's like Lord of the Rings over in here. In a reverse pyramid shape, and then the last ship is going to be all the way at the back. Most likely this guy's going to be deployed at speed 3, depending upon, actually speed 2, probably speed 2 on both, as a non-committal kind of strategy. If he avoids deployment in this area and deploys mainly over here, the first maneuver is going to be to kick this outside unit out here to speed 3, and most likely do a fairly aggressive maneuver to the middle of the, to claim the middle of the map, essentially. Whether it be this, and actually with a nav dial bumping it up to speed 3, now that I think about it, what I'll probably do is an extra yaw here, and really kind of try and claim that center middle of the map a little bit. From there, this guy will either stay at speed 2 or possibly bump himself down to speed 1. He may just go speed 1 step forward, like so. These guys will stay in cohesion-ish. And pretty much the whole idea is to pivot, turn the battlefield that way. If he's shooting to get around this flank, then I'm going to need to either head him off with the squadrons, or start by next maneuver. We'll have to be fairly aggressive this direction. And since he'd be going speed 3 in this scenario, I'll have to probably take navigate twice, and then squadrons for around turn 3 in this scenario where he's going to be coming from this angle. If he's trying to get a quick mover out this direction, at speed 2, take a dial and do a speed 2 maneuver, I can easily pin him against the side, like so. If he's not doing that maneuver, I'll probably still slow down to speed 2 and continue on the trajectory to move up the center of the map. So, and this guy is going to be working his way this way. Yeah, so that's if he deploys on that side of the map. If he doesn't, he's got deployments here, and he's shooting to the outside, and this guy will stay at speed 2. Pin anybody I can against the side. May even just do this kind of type of thing. And this guy can up himself to speed 3. Like so. He splits his forces even better. If he splits his forces, I'm pretty confident these ISDs can take on whatever he brings. But it'll be interesting to see what he brings. I have no idea what he's been planning. And yeah, hope everybody enjoys tomorrow.